Welcome back everyone. You may be experiencing some issues when it comes down to your Xbox constantly actually, disconnecting from the internet. Now this can happen for a couple of different reasons, but to be completely honest, most of the time that I've experienced this type of issue with any type of my devices, typically it usually comes down to it being the router that's the problem, believe it or not. So what basically happens here is that the router will, just mess up and it typically has to do with your internet provider. Maybe there's a network outage or something like that. So your best bet is to actually go ahead and totally disconnect your router, totally reboot it and see if that fixes the issue. And a better thing to do here is to also check other devices. You want to check your iPhone, Android, iPad, tablets, whatever you have. See if those things are able to successfully connect to the internet. If those devices are also not able to connect to the internet, then your best bet is to probably reboot your router. And at this point, it should probably end up fixing itself. Typically this ends up being the issue more so than not. And at the end of the day, this will probably end up fixing it too. Now, if this doesn't end up fixing the problem, what you can do next is something that we've also talked about for PlayStation 4s whenever those things have issues as well. And what we basically do here is we want to go ahead and disconnect everything from our Xbox. So we want to disconnect headsets, keyboards, controllers, anything that may be a wired connection to your Xbox. You want to go ahead and totally disconnect from that specific console. So what this basically looks like is you're going to have a console that's just unplugged from everything. And what you want to do at this point is you want to hold down that power button on the front, and it's basically just going to be like an empty power button. It's just not going to do anything, but you want to go ahead and take out as much power from that Xbox just by holding down that power button for like 5 seconds. This will basically just take out completely all the power. And at this point, what you want to go ahead and do is to pretty much go ahead and let your Xbox sit there for just a couple of minutes. You don't want to go for like 1 second and plug it back in. You want to give it some time. You don't have to give it like half an hour, but just a couple of minutes can go a long way in this case. And what's going to happen now is that your Xbox will essentially go ahead and totally, hopefully kind of reset itself, and you can just go ahead and power back everything back on. So plug everything back into the console as usual. And at this point, what's going to happen is that your Xbox will essentially be able to go ahead and it will have, rebooted a little bit. So it would have reset a couple things here and there. And what you can do at this point is try connecting to the internet connection again. And typically at this point, you should be able to have, fix the problem in and of itself. Now, if you're still experiencing those problems, you may want to try a wired connection to your Xbox. So try getting an Ethernet cord or something like that, plug into the Xbox and see if that fixes it. Sometimes this may end up being the issue as well. If you're still experiencing issues, maybe you need a software update or something like that, or maybe try connecting to your phone hotspot instead, or connecting to a different Wi-Fi router. If this still doesn't end up fixing the issue, then your best bet is to probably go and take it into Microsoft or send it into Microsoft for repair. There may be an issue with it, and your best bet is probably to get it fixed there. So that really pretty much covers it up. If you guys have any other questions or anything like that, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it means so much if you guys can hit that. Also check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my other channels. More importantly, everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.